Well, we did it. We made it 10 whole episodes. I honestly didn't expect to make it this far in the series. I totally expected to just stop recording and making the videos a long time ago, but we did it. We made it double digits. It's only taken about a year or so, but we're here. And I think that calls for celebration. So, boom. There we go. That's good enough. So so I wanted to kind of build something to celebrate the fact that we did make it 10 episodes, and this is what I decided to go with. I decided to build a knight statue because I'm the most humble person there is, and this is probably the most organic thing I have ever built, and I followed a tutorial pretty heavy. The body of this actually worked out from a Viking statue tutorial that I found online. That I actually found a guy that is really good at building organic stuff, so I have been kind of watching his videos and learning how to do it. But the base of this is from his Viking statue. I kind of modified the face, the arms, a little bit of the cape because it fits a little better with the design I was going with. But this is supposed to be the knight statue or the knight chess piece from Harry Potter. I think it's the first one, the Sorcerer's Stone, where they're in that chess room. So it kind of looks like it a little bit. I think I did a pretty good job, honestly, for the face and the little wings. What are those? It's like a neck guard. And then they got the arms crossed with the sword in the middle. I think they have like a stick. I don't even know what it is, like a big staff. But I wanted to go with the sword. So we decided to build this. We had a little bit of a time lapse at the beginning, and I think I'm done building organic things for a while. That was awful for me. I'm really into the squares, the big box shapes. Those are just a lot easier for me to get um like wrap my head around, I guess is a better way to say it. It's really easy for me to build boxes rather than try to make something look like a real thing, like a person or a animal or something like that. But I want to challenge myself, so that's why I decided to go with it. And I'm really happy with it. I like the spot that it's in. I think I'm going to modify this hill a little bit more just so that it's not so bulky on the sides and we can have like a pathway coming up to it. And on the other side, we actually have my frames are really bad right now, and I don't really know why, but I think there's an entity cramming issue going on somewhere, and I got to figure out where it is. But on the back here, wow, it is really terrible. On the back here, we have like this little uh, divot into the side of the hill, which I think would be a really cool place for like a cave entrance or like a waterfall or something like that. Because the back side here, it would be kind of a cool way to get in. And this guy is completely hollow, so I might even do something on the inside. But this is a closer up look, and I went to a coral reef and ruined the ecosystem by getting all the blocks. These are coral blocks. If you look somewhere right here. Nope, that's not it. Where are we? Where are we looking? Right here. Did horn coral block, but I think the coral fits really well with this build. That's why I went and pretty much got rid of all of it. So it blends in naturally. It looks really good from far away. So we're gonna keep it and hopefully not destroy any more coral reefs because I have so many blocks now. But this is kind of what it looks like. Unfortunately, with the shaders, you can see where I try to light up things. I use the glow lichen or something like that. I don't really know what those blocks are called quite yet. I'm still not super familiar with it. But eventually, because I have this natural looking moss thing, I plan to have like bushes coming up the sides, some dirt maybe coming up on, like encroaching on the side of this thing, just to make it look like it's been here a while. And that's gonna be for another day though, because I spent so much time building this thing, and it's nighttime. I might die here, but um, I also, as you could probably notice in the beginning, I started to work on this area a little bit. So we'll go on down there. I'm out of rockets, unfortunately. I used the last one just a couple seconds ago. But if we come on down here, the outside, I lowered this whole area down by a block so that you have a step up into this area. Nothing's really changed on the inside. I'll show you on the back side what it looks like. But if we kind of take a step back here, this whole area, I added like a little porch thing. I added some gardens. Obviously, there's a new pathway here. And eventually, I'm probably going to put buildings like just on the other side of this pathway so that it feels tight here, so that it kind of feels like a little city center kind of thing, or village center or something like that. And then if we wrap around this side here, I built a little tree. Probably put a little bit more of these kind of trees around the area, just smaller ones. And we come over here and we'll start walking our way around. And then this little entrance, I decided to put some market stalls. Eventually, I'd like to put villagers in here. I don't know if they will ever stay. I can probably figure out a way to maybe put fences under there so that they don't get out. But I think it'd be a cool little spot for them. Come around here. This side hasn't had a whole lot of work yet. I still not completely sure what to do with this area, so I kind of left it for now. Eventually, I think I'm gonna make this cliffside back up a little further and make an actual pond. And then right here, I added a little market stall. Another one. This is probably my one of my favorite ones. On the inside here, we have some stuff, and apparently some bees took refuge in this little hive here, so that's kind of nice. And then yeah, I have like some stuff in there. Eventually, I have villagers in there, make it look a little more lively. And then we got another pathway that kind of wraps around this side. We have it kind of go up to the top here, and we'll probably put some more stuff in this corner. I'm not really sure what to do with it quite yet. But then we can come around this way, and I'm walking slow because my frames are awful right now. I got to figure out what's going on. Then we can reach out to this side, and then it wraps back around. We can go back up this way or go back down that way. But then the inside, and I did a lot of work on the inside to try to make it look good. But if we hop on in here, um, this is kind of what we're looking like so far. This wall, I wanted to make it look like it's just taking a beating, because this is where the TNT falls and explodes. And I actually think some blocks are exploding with it, so it kind of fits the theme. And then I managed to fit a little bit of lighting in the corners here, and I think this glass actually blows up a little bit, so I have a little bit of spare glass sitting behind this wall here. But I think this looks pretty cool. I'm deciding that I think this hopper system is going to go into a chest storage area over here that automatically dispenses all the wood into it, so that this little hole in the ground goes away. Then we can come over here, and then this will probably be where all my wood will go eventually. I kind of want this to be just full of chests or barrels or something like that. Just this wall covered in chests. Right now I have a good old double chest full. It's raining. That's great. Double chest full of spruce wood. And I really like the way this looks. It kind of just looks like a storage warehouse basement. And that's kind of what I was going for. Then over here, this is kind of where I wanted to store all of my saplings, because right under here I can see down when I'm like standing there and I want to choose what tree I want to grow. I can reach down here and pick different saplings. That way I don't have to have storage sitting in that room there, and it keeps it clean. So I'll probably put a ton of barrels down here eventually for different types of saplings. I mean, I have most of them. I don't have birch. But then on this side, it's not completely done. I think I'm going to add a staircase right here that goes all the way up. But so for now, I'm okay with how it looks. And then maybe more storage, like barrels under here, something like that. And then we have a staircase right here that leads to the next floor. We go on up to the second floor. This door is this spot right here. You go in here, you can go up the staircase. It's a spiral staircase. Leads you over here to the second floor, which doesn't have anything besides just a viewing area. I think I'm going to expand this to continue to that side over there. It's quite unfinished, but it's okay for now. And then we go down here. I like the roof style I went with. It's pretty cool. And then this door leads to the same area. It just goes up this way to the second floor. Have a good viewing area of the exploding chamber down below. And it kind of just ends on this side. But we managed to fit, this is where the TNT falls. We managed to fit it up there so that it falls and doesn't break anything on the second floor. And then if we head up to the very top floor, the attic, It's kind of where I go to refill the... Oh, we have a visitor, of course. I have an Enderman problem every single episode. Oh, oh, and there goes my shovel. Okay. I think this guy put that piece of dirt there. I don't know why it's there, but it's mine now. So this is where I can go to refill all of the TNT in here. I think it's actually getting pretty low. Yeah, we're gonna need more soon, but nothing too special. Eventually, I might add like more to this top area, but I think it looks pretty okay for now. Not gonna be up here very often. I might even turn it into another storage room. But yeah, this is the interior. I worked pretty hard on it. I'm pretty happy with it, and I don't want to ever come back here and do more to it. So for now, I'm okay with how everything's looking. And then I'm going to go sleep because I hate the rain. Yeah, that's pretty much all the changes I've made. I think I also have added, I'm out of fireworks. I think I can use this one, but it's going to hurt me. So let's try it. I've also added yep, that hurt. Oh gosh. I've added a wool farm down here. It's pretty makeshift just so that I could get wool. I'll show you real quick. My frames are so bad right now. What is going on? But yeah, this is the area that we have the wool farm in. I think this might even be the cause of the issue. I'm not sure. There's entities and stuff. But yeah, each one of these is a different color. I think it goes from like white to the full spectrum of the rainbow. And I have all of the wool going in here. I actually have a full chest already of all this wool. So I have it because I was making those stalls and realized I have no wool anywhere. And I feel like I'm going to use it quite often. So I made this down here for now. I might modify this room a little bit more to make it look a little better, but it is fully automatic. There's mine carts. I'll show you kind of how it works. Oh, my shovel's broken. That's right. I'll show you how it works. If I go under here, the mine cart comes underneath where all of the sheep are, picks it up, goes all the way over here. If it finds any, drops it off. Try not to knock these guys out of their system. It drops it off into these hoppers, and then it connects to a item dispenser thing that goes all the way up into this chest here. So it's automatic completely. There's nothing I need to do except make sure that these things are full of shears. And then, why do I have an extra piece of dirt? Did I have that before? I think so. Yeah, there's nothing I have to do. It's fully automatic except for replacing the shears in all these dispensers and making sure that system is full or empty and making sure that this chest is empty. So we're going to work in this area today. This is going to be a area that is designated for a villager trading village, which, you know, most people do like villager trading halls, but I don't really like the look of those. So instead, I'm going to build a village in this area here that's kind of on the water. There's going to be docks, there's going to be houses, and then each house should have a villager assigned to it that we kind of work with later today. But before we can even get started with building this area, we need to get a villager breeding thing going up. And I think all the way out there, about 1,000 blocks, there's a village that we're going to go to. This is the village. It's actually pretty close. I didn't fly too far. I should have slept before coming over here, but let's steal one of you guys' houses real quick and sleep. Excuse me. So I think I'm going to put the nether portal right here because it's kind of on the outskirts so that we can get all these guys over here. Let's see how far this is from our portal. I don't think it should be too far. Ooh, that was close. Wow, I almost flew right into that. And I fall into it, of course. That was smart. I didn't mean to go all the way up here. I want to drop right here. Hopefully this doesn't kill me. That'd be a bummer. I can't even see. Everything's on fire. Stop. Stop. Right. We linked up, and then I kind of cleared out the way here. Not super well. Just make sure there's no lava around. Well, kinda. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh. I hope I blocked off all the ways that they can fall off. Where are you? Oh, geez, you scared me. I thought you died. All right, get back in the boat. Get back in the boat. Get in the boat. Will he start running? Like, right away? I hope not. Okay, good. Now, get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. No, 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 no. Be careful. No, where are you going? Why'd you just zoom over there? Stop. Where are you going? Stop. Oh, okay. Not off to a great start. You're going to stay there, and I'm going to go get some more friends. What are you doing? Stay in the boat. All right, I'm going to get one more because one of these guys is definitely going to die. Where did you go? Hello? Get off of there. And boat. And boat. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got 3 of them up here. where should I build the villager thing? Um, hmm. I didn't think this far ahead. I wonder if they're ever going to add jellyfish to the game. I think that would be such a cool addition because the water now with like all the fish and all the sea life, the turtles and the dolphins is such a cool thing. I love that what they did with the ocean. But not to get too distracted with that, I decided to build the villager farm right over here. So this area is kind of behind the cave entrance. So the home tree is right there. We don't really come over here a whole lot, so you probably haven't seen it too much. But this area is pretty it's pretty empty except for all the villagers that are here now. But this farm right here is a farm built by Shulkercraft, and I just followed a tutorial that they had online because they kind of had one of the best designs I could find, and I didn't really want to try to design one myself because these guys are a pain in the butt to try to work with. So basically, how this works is these guys are farming villagers, right? And then they pick up the crops, they throw it at each other, they have a baby, and then if I can get down here without the destroying the crops, when the baby gets made, the baby will try to get over to the beds here, and these guys can't cross this area, but the babies can. They'll just try to walk, they'll fall into here, and then I think there's a couple babies down here. There's at least one, and then they will stay here until they grow up, and once they get tall enough, they jump up. And then right now I have the suffocating trapdoor on because I don't want there to be an overpopulation issue right now because I got quite a few. So I'm going to leave that down, but they come over here, they'll float to this side here, and then the only way to get out is through here. And I'll bring that back up. So this area over here is where I'm going to have like a curing station where I want the villagers to basically get cured so I can get better trades. So how that works is these guys are floating right here just on the edge, and then right underneath this powered rail is a dispenser. I put, let's see, I think I actually have a minecart over here. I will put minecarts. Oh, what did I just pick up? I picked up some round flesh. Did I pick up the minecart? Hello? Is it in my inventory? Am I crazy? Hello? Where'd it go? Oh my gosh, it was right there. I am blind. Let's not talk about that. Once this is stocked with minecarts, I press this button here and I'll show you. This guy will go all the way up. He'll come down here. He'll drop into this pit with the zombie. This guy's got a pumpkin head on because that's the only thing I had on hand, just pumpkins. And then he has a sword to kill him a little faster. And then what's that noise? Oh, it's these guys. They're doing stuff. So I'll press the button real quick. He'll go on up and drop down. And I think I'm too close for the zombie to turn him right now. I think he's more focused on I am. So once this guy will turn, I'll have potions of weakness in here. Oh, there he goes. So I'll have potions of weakness in here, and then eventually maybe weakness arrows once I get lingering potions. But I need to defeat the end dragon again for that, or at least go spawn the end dragon again. So I'll press this button. He'll shoot out a weakness potion. This chest will have golden apples in it. I'll cure him. And then once he's in the curing stages, I'll send him over here. Hopefully he doesn't burn. I think I tested it enough where they don't burn. And then I'll sit in here for however long it takes. I think it takes maybe 10 minutes. I'm not actually sure. And then once he's cured, this is kind of my viewing window. I can just keep an eye on him. I'll come over here. I'll press this button and he won't burn because he'll be alive, but this doesn't really go anywhere, but he'll go all the way to the area where we want them to go. And then right now, I think it's a little too far for how many rails I have. So eventually I'll get this whole thing going all the way over to where we're going to start building the village. But yeah, this is the villager breeder. We have all these guys here. I'm going to maybe just a couple more. I don't plan on building a whole ton of houses today because I'll get burnt out really quick. But the next step is to build that fishing village over there. So I think I'm going to gather as much spruce wood as I can and as much dark oak as I can really quick. I already have a double chest full of spruce, but now I need a lot of dark oak as well. So that'll be kind of the next step, and then I'll should be able to just meet you guys over there. I lied. What we're going to do first is get this villager up into the cave system here, and I'm trying to stay on the high ground as much as I can. We're going to bring this guy down into the cave. Oh, no, he found something. Oh, no. We're going to bring him down into the cave and put him in the library, and we're going to try to get either this guy to have mending or depth strider, whichever one I manage to get first, because I'm wearing boots right now that have mending but no depth strider, and I also have a pair of boots in my storage room. Oh no, I want to stay up here in my storage room that have depth strider, but no mending. So dang it. We're going to try to get this guy to, oh man, we're going to try to get him down there and get him to either produce a mending book or a depth strider book, whichever one comes first. This is turning out to be a lot harder than I thought it would be. Oh no, there you go. Stay on this thing. Okay, so now that he's here, we're going to keep breaking this thing until he gets the depth strider enchantment or the mending enchantment, whichever one comes first. And I don't really know. Can I break this and he'll just stay there? I hope so. So I'm just going to pretty much break it and then place it back again until I see the trade I want. So this is going to take a while. Now that we have the depth strider going, we actually have some pretty good gear, except for my elytra about to break. But we should be good to go to start building here. And all of the stuff I have is in these boxes. It's mostly spruce wood, and that's because we are going to be using trap doors for this. And then I grab spruce logs. Nice. So spruce trap doors take a lot. Like that was almost 4 stacks of spruce planks, and we only got a stack and almost a half of trapdoors. But they look so good for docks, I feel like, because of the nails, or I think those are nails. The nail look to it, because when they're all together, even when they're turned the other direction, they look so good as dock building blocks. So that's what we're going to use. And I'm going to go for a, well, I'm going to try to go for a very rustic, I think is probably the better word, design here, because I want it to look like these houses are just topped on top of each other, smushed together as close as they can, and just have it look pretty hectic. So this is more or less kind of how I want this area to go. It's going to look a little crazy, and then the spruce trapdoors are going to be the main focus of it. But the biggest thing is that these are going to be too thick on the bottom here, right? Because I like, oop, this is going to be really difficult. So I really like the way that the thickness of 2 trapdoors on each other look. It's like the perfect thickness for docks, in my opinion. If you look at it from this angle without me hovering over it, it's like the perfect thing. It's just a little bit less than a slab, which is nice. It's a really hard example, but I think that it looks really cool, which is why we need all that spruce wood. So I'm gonna kind of just keep building here until we get to the first house, kind of work my way around and build a dock. But this is pretty much what it's going to look like. Just crazy things sticking out. Maybe have this fence post even sticking above there. It's going to look weird, but I think it'll turn out in the end. And then once the houses start to get built, there's just going to be really awkward looking houses. They're not going to be pretty, mostly for my sanity, because if I try to make all these houses look perfect, this project will never get done. So I'm going to try to kind of build out to where I want to start the first house, and then we'll kind of catch up from there. What a view. This is going to be such a fun little area. So this is what the dock looks like so far. I only kind of went one direction with it, but we head on this way. We got a little boat dock thing. Then this is where the first house is going to be, and then it'll continue to wrap around, I think, in the middle of this, like along the middle here, having houses on this side, maybe connecting up to the roof or to the top of the mountain there. Then around here, and I want to do something with this island. I'm not really sure yet. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. But so for this first house, it's going to be a little weird. I think for the most part, I'm going to use spruce and jungle and maybe some dark oak as well, because these are dark oak. As you can see, they're dark oak stripped. And they changed the color of these. Like on my home tree, I noticed it a while ago. They're a lot more dark, I think. So that's kind of a cool new color. But for the houses, it's mostly going to be thinking spruce, maybe some stripped oak log, but I need jungle and maybe even some brown mushroom. I have some, not a lot, but I have some that we could use. I think right here I'm going to have the door so that it's closest to this side here. And then let's get these out of my inventory. I don't really need them right now. And then just kind of mix and match some of this stuff here. I should also probably put some spruce in my inventory. Build this up maybe 5 blocks? Maybe that's too high. Let's do like 4. Strip it up, strip that guy, and then just kind of continue this pattern for a little bit. And then actually, you know what? Let's throw in a little bit of copper. I think I have plenty. I want it to be that greenish color, so we might let this oxidize a little bit. It might look a little better. Kind of stands out a lot right now. I like it. We're keeping it. So once this turns green, it'll kind of match the green that is in the jungle wood, I hope. And then it'll look pretty cool, I think. Let's go up a couple on this side here. Ah, it is turning. Um, did that turn 2 different shades, or is it always that green? I think that looks okay. I think it changed colors like twice. I didn't want it to be that. Yeah, that's what I want. I want it that color. Okay. I need wax. So I want it to be this color. Nice. I got an achievement. What is that? Apply honeycomb to a copper block. Cool. So I think that color looks pretty good. A little bit of green. It kind of matches the color scheme we got going. So that might look good once these start to turn as well. And I wanted to ask you guys, do you prefer the building montages where I'm kind of using the replay mod and flying over the build I'm working on, and then you can see it slowly being worked on as we go? Or do you prefer to see like I tell you what I want to do and then I build it and then it's done? Or do you want to see me work on it as I go? Because I'm not really sure what I'm good at quite yet. I'm definitely not the best at talking and building at the same time. I lose my train of thought really quickly. But I wanted to know what you guys prefer so I can try to work on it a little more. The building montages where I'm using the replay mod are definitely easier for me because then I can just build away without trying to build and talk at the same time like I am now. I'm just kind of standing here instead of actually building. But whatever you guys prefer, I'll try to do a little bit more. We got our first guy coming in to join the village. I think I'm gonna leave him in the minecart for a little bit until I decide what kind of villager I want. But I unfortunately did not have enough iron to make a track from the breeder all the way over here. So unfortunately, I gotta like go through and break all the rail, and then that I do have, break it all, push them as far as I can, break it all again, push them as far as I can, that kind of thing. So it's going to be a pretty tedious process. I probably won't show you that very much because it might be boring, but I think I can fit 2 villagers in here. One up here, then maybe one down here, and then I'm going to see if they roam around. If they roam around too much, I might just trap them in the houses for now until I maybe figure out a better system to keep them at least close by. But I'm going to grab one more villager for this house. Also, I didn't even show you that the finished product, but this is what we got so far. I'm still waiting for the copper to oxidize a little bit, but I'm really happy with how this is turning out. It's really, I don't know what the right word to say is, bunched up. There's a lot of stuff going on, but that's kind of how I want it to be. I really like how it fits into this area. I think having just a lot more houses is going to make this area look amazing. So the front looks like this. It's kind of unfortunate with all this stuff here. There's supposed to be a door there, but I took it out for now. We got a little chimney going. Pretty cool. We wrap around the... Also, this is a cool little thing. It kind of looks like shutters. Uh, you know, the ones that close. Doesn't really make sense with windows there, but we're going to keep it there because it looks cool. We wrap around this way. We just got some cool aesthetic looking things going on. I want it to be like really tight and like cluttered around this area. So this side doesn't have a whole lot quite yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually what I want to put down there. But yeah, I'm going to try to get a couple more of these villagers in here, maybe just one more for now. And then I'm going to probably just finish up as many houses as I feel comfortable with and then bring some more villagers in. And I think that'll probably be it for today. Well, here we are a couple days later, and I'm pretty much done for the most part. I'll kind of take a step back so you guys can see pretty much from where we left off. So left off on this house, I decorated it a little bit more. There's a little bit more decoration to it. In the inside, we got some villagers, and then I think I'm going to let them loose and see how far they run. Hopefully they stick pretty close, but we got 2 houses built. Each of them have 2 floors, so there's 2 villagers in each, so 2, 4, 6. We got 6 villagers, which is pretty nice. Eventually I'll have more, obviously, but starting this house, nothing on the inside is done quite yet. I just got the different layers pretty much going. I'm going to break this, and hopefully he doesn't go too far. So this is our mending guy, so hopefully he doesn't die, but I think the beds here keep them in this building, so hopefully that's the case. And then we got this guy up here. This is kind of where I trade clay, and I also really like the masons because they give us brick, they give us some clay, quartz, so I don't have to go get all that stuff. I think these guys are probably my favorite, honestly. But if I don't hurt him, I want him to kind of roam around, honestly. Hopefully he doesn't go too far. We got a little porch out here, some decorations, a lot of candles. I love the candles. They are my favorite, I think, right now. Then we can head on the outside here. We got some, I think this stuff was already done before, but I can't remember. So we got this side, nothing too crazy. And then we walk all the way over here. This house, it's a little interesting. It's not quite done yet. This bridge is going to go out that way a little bit more, maybe kind of split off and then connect to that one again. But then we got this house. It's got 2 floors. Nothing on the outside is quite done yet. We got a little storage room right here, and then a little bit of decoration stuff on the outside. Then on this side, it's kind of tight to go through here, which is what I want. And then we got a little crane. And then I'm sure I'll have like a little boat or something on this side, maybe another little lower dock. And nothing on the back side quite yet. It's not quite done. I'm not really sure if I want to have more of a another house like directly back here, if I want the bridge to keep going, or dock, not bridge. Then we wrap around the inside because there's nothing on that side. We go on the inside. We got a little fisherman guy here. Let's break him, let him loose. Don't hurt him though. Ah, come on. Oh gosh. There we go. So he's just a little trader. I want to trade with him to get campfires, so he's going to be pretty useful. This guy has efficiency 5. I haven't traded with him a whole lot, but don't really need to when his first trade is efficiency 5. That was an accident, by the way. That was like the first trade he got. But we go upstairs there. Nothing too crazy. I didn't really show it too much, but small little room. And then we wrap around the outside here. Like I said, nothing too crazy for this house. And then we go to this one. This one is a lot more detailed than the majority of the other ones are. So we can look on this side here. We got like a drying rack for fish. You can head up here. And then little like shutters that kind of look like the support beams. We got a little bit of decoration. We can head through here. We got some plants, a little overhang. And this side we got some storage area. And then it goes all the way down. And then we have another entrance to like this area over here, which I'll work on maybe another episode. Not quite sure what to do with it yet. The back side is kind of boring, not too much detail, but I think it looks pretty nice. Just a nice little backside. I guess there's nothing really much to talk about on that one. But then we wrap around the other side, and then we can go in from the bottom floor. We can head to this side. I like this little staircase. I thought it was a kind of a cool little addition. We can go through here. We got the patio porch looking thing out here. Pretty cool. We got this guy. We'll let him loose. Hopefully he doesn't go too far. It's just a way I can trade some sticks and get some emeralds pretty quick. We head on down here. And then this guy, I just want the loom, honestly. I really want to get into banners and stuff like that because banners are pretty nice for decorations. And I think having banners just hanging down from each of these buildings will actually look pretty good for how cluttered the area is supposed to look. But yeah, this decoration around this house is probably my favorite. This little like step up right here is really nice. I like it a lot. And then this bridge is not finished quite yet, or this dock is not quite finished yet. It might have like a stall right here with a little hut. I'm not really sure. And then I'll continue that way and so on. And then this little bridge, I'm actually pretty happy with it. It looks pretty good. You can't really see underneath the water, but it just connects to, maybe you can on this side, some fence. We got some support beams with the dark oak, and then some cobblestone. And then I don't know if this was here before. I don't think it was. I got a little boat dock where I can take this guy and just kind of swim around the area here if I really want to. I don't think I can get through here super easily, but eventually I'm sure I'll have a better way to get around. But I like this little the idea that I can get around on a boat to each of these houses instead of just the docks. I think that's a pretty cool, unique thing. But yeah, this is the area so far. I'm pretty happy with it. There's a whole lot left to do. Obviously, there's only 3 houses, but I want it to look crazy. I want there to be more clutter on the outside, just a little bit more stuff to kind of make it seem like it's being lived in. And I don't think I showed this, but these little ropes here are such a good little texture, but you can only attach these leads if there's a mob attached. And so we got a chicken under there. He'll be there for forever, but he adds really good decoration, so it's a worthy sacrifice. But we got a couple of the little ropes around here and there, and I'd like to add more eventually, but it's really hard to get chickens to not suffocate when they're down there. So slowly but surely I'll add more of the little rope decorations. But yeah, this is the area. I'm really happy with how it looks. I'd really like your guys' opinion on it. I know it's a little different, but I really like the way this is turning out. Honestly, it's kind of what I imagined in the first place. Once we get more houses and stuff in here, it'll look a little better. But yeah, this is pretty much the goal for today, and I think that'll be a pretty good spot to wrap it up. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate if you stuck around this long. I know this was a longer episode, but for 10 episodes, why not? We celebrated a little bit longer today. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all the stuff we've done, and I'll see you next time.